Well, good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Quite a few of you have been asking me about this bike, the Hengian S6 250 two-stroke. I haven't been out on it for a while. I have just changed the jetting yet again. Last time I took it out, it wasn't very good. I went too far up on the pilot jet and the main jet apparently wasn't enough. So, in desperation, I googled it and found that a 170 main jet was supposed to be the go. And I dropped back the pilot jet a couple of notches as well, a couple of sizes, and I've just started it up on the stand and it seems to be running quite well. It's responsive, which is good, and before it was terrible. It wouldn't pull through the gears, it was labouring, it basically sounded like it was starving for fuel at the top end, had no pull up the top of the rev range, ran okay down low, but that's about it. You wouldn't trust it to take it out on a trail ride. So anyway, I'm just going to take it around the local area here and just give it a little bit of a run, not a serious dirt ride today, just to see if the actual jetting changes worked or not. So, without much more mucking around, I've already pre-warmed it up just a little bit, so it should start easy enough. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it? And I haven't got too much gasoline either, so I won't be going very far. Right, here we go. Stand up. Quite a tall bike, this one. Oh, swing a leg over. I'm 180 centimetres and it, yeah, takes a bit of a stretch for me. Sinks down a bit when you get on it though. Oh, that's alright. Didn't use choke then. I'll just check that, make sure I didn't. No, all good. Give it a little bit of a warm up. And yeah, she's pretty cold, but just going over there for starters, so I'll just putt over there, just nice and slowly. Oh, it feels funny. I've been riding a scooter around for the last couple of weeks. It feels really weird sitting on a tall, narrow dirt bike that's really light, of course, too. Why'd you look for the indicators then? Nice big nail. Seems to be. We'll just go up the end of the street here, come back. Should be warmed up a little bit by then. Feels like it's pulling all right. Running smoother anyway. What am I in now? About second gear, I think. Oh, struggled a bit up there, but second gear. Back to first. Turn around here. Oh, it's a nice tight centre circle. Second, third. Alright, we're just going to duck over into the dirt over here. Oh. Big construction site here on Koh Samui. Some deep ruts, so should be able to go over them on this bike, I imagine. Go somewhere where I can open the bike up a little bit without having to oh, she got away. That's our dog, well not our dog, our neighbour's dog, but thinks it's our dog. My wife was holding it while I went over here, but she's straight onto me. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay, let's go and find some open track. I can tell straight away that's better. Hopefully she won't follow me because I'm coming somewhere where there's a lot of dogs. Alright. It feels pretty good. It's a lot more punchy than last time. But last time wasn't very good. She won't come here. I can't look in the rear view mirror because there isn't one. Okay, down here 100 metres and we turn up on the left here to a side road. Okay, here we go. And that corner up there, it's... Whoop. Alrighty, that was pretty good. First. Second, third. Dirt hole here. Alrighty. Pretty good. Steep hill here. We'll see how it pulls up that. Just a couple of corners and we're into it, I think. What gear am I in? Second, I think. Yeah, I was. First gear now. Second gear. And here's the start of the really steep hill. Let's go. Second gear, put it in a third. That was a bit interesting. Pulled first, second, third gears, no problem. Fourth gear was, I think, was okay. I wasn't really counting them too well there. Fifth gear, laboured. Sixth gear, no way, no. But that's really steep. That's hard to see on the GoPro. Well, it's not actually a GoPro, it's a DJI, but everybody calls these sort of action cameras GoPros, don't they? Well, probably not. Okay, back to first. Second. Okay, that's not really inspiring me full of confidence, that. That was... I'm not sure actually what gear I was. I'd like to do that again because that didn't feel very good. The transition from, say, idle up to mid-range wasn't very smooth. It laboured. Not sure. Oh, heaps better than what it was. And one thing I have noticed too, it doesn't seem to want to change gears without using the clutch. Like you should be able to just shift it with your boot without having to use the clutch. I'll try it again right now. I'm going downhill, so yeah, look at that. I'm trying. No, won't do it. Will not. Pull the clutch in. Yeah, will. Which is probably one of the only bikes I've ever ridden that won't do it. So there's something to be aware of there. But I'm going to go back down. I'm going to try that again. I don't know if you can see the hills in the distance over there, but that's the sort of steepness that we're dealing with here, if it shows up in the camera. At all, I don't know. Suspension's pretty good, brakes are okay. Alright, like I said, it's really steep here. We'll just try and stop the bike to a dead stop. There we go, that's not too bad. Back brake, probably not as powerful as or doesn't feel as powerful as the front, but you can certainly lock the back wheel up if you need to. Alright, I'll just go around the next corner. And one of my viewers has got one of these, or one of the models that based on this engine, and he's changed the carb to I think it's a smart carb, and he's reported that it's been quite successful. I'm actually thinking now, like, even though it's idling pretty well and it's running all right, that yeah, I'll probably have another fiddle with the carburetor again, but I reckon I'm getting pretty close to the full potential of what this bike's got right now. So yeah, I think that maybe I think that smart carb somewhere around about the $500 American, I'm not sure. That might be the go. Anyway, we'll go again, because this bike is still fairly new and tight. First, second, third. We'll stay in third for a minute. Okay, now it's started the steep uphill, third gear. Okay, it just sort of fell off the band there a bit, but I pulled fifth gear all the way up there, so that was good, that was encouraging. Just go a bit further. Just can't get used to having to use the clutch every time on a gear shift on an uphill, I think. Downshifts are okay, no clutch, it's just the upshifts. We'll go one more time, see how we go. Oh, by the way, I just thought I'd add this too, it might be a problem. Or might be affecting it a little bit, but I'm not exactly running quality two-stroke oil in this at the moment. It's only mineral oil. It's designed for motorcycles, but it's not running full synthetic that I have been in the past, because I just didn't have any, to be honest. So we're not exactly comparing apples with apples in that respect anyway. Okay. It seems to idle quite nice, doesn't it? Alright. Oh, here we go again, one more time. Nice light clutch anyway. So first gear, second gear, third gear, third gear still, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear still. Fifth gear's alright. Now look, that would pull up there, no problem at all the way in fourth gear, I think. And like I said, maybe I'm asking a bit too much from it. I'm gonna leave that one for you guys to answer, please. What do you think? If you had a YZ250, and trust me, mate, guys, sorry, didn't mean to say mate, trust me, guys, this hill is like that. It is, oh, well, that is pretty steep. You can see in the distance there what the terrain's like, sort of. So, if you had a 250 two-stroke from one of the big four, say a KX, YZ, CR, RM, whatever, would it pull up that hill in, say, fifth gear? Well, this one pulled up in fifth gear but died at the top as it fell off the band, but it would have pulled up there fourth gear, no problem. Okay, something very interesting just happened then. It changed gears, it changed up through the gears without using the clutch, just then. Now I'm going to try it again. Oh, what are we? Okay, back to first. Okay, second, third, fourth. Okay, it's doing it. I wonder if it was because I changed down without the clutch, and it's been good since I did that. That's weird. Anyway, back to our testing. Where are we? What gear are we in? First now. So first gear too low for anything. Ooh, just throw out a roost by the looks of that. That's this bike. So I'll give it a second. Yeah, that's good. Makes a huge difference when you don't have to use the clutch, that's for sure. Bloody heck. Alright. Okay, we'll go back now just slowly and I'll do a summary. I think we're in 4th gear now. It's cruising along alright. I was just going to give it the gas through here too. I was looking forward to that last little bit. Oh, I was stuck by a slow moving pickup truck. Whoop, bit of mud there. Alright, I'll just take it up here because I'm going to have to put it up there anyway. Pulled up there really easy actually. Put him in his bed for the night. Alright, put the handlebar down there. No, we won't put him here. Alright, the summary guys. Well, what an improvement. Night and day difference to last time, which wouldn't have been hard because it was way off, the jetting was way off. It's a 170 main jet that I've got in it now, and that seems fine. It certainly pulls pretty well at the top end now. It's quite usable. The bike is pretty good now compared to what it was for sure. What I'm trying to say here is that it still needs a little bit of work, I think. It's running quite well down low, idles well. You can putt along through the gears, no problem, if you want. It's just the transition, that transition from sort of upper lower revs to mid-range into top end. It's just that there's a little bit of a hesitation there. It just doesn't feel very smooth. It sort of goes from nothing into quite a strong hit almost instantaneously, which it's almost like a 125 in a way. If you've ever ridden a 125 motocrosser, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's manageable. It's definitely not too much horsepower, that's for sure. If you're an absolute beginner, you might struggle a little bit with that. There is some suggestions floating around on different forums and the internet that this bike benefits from a change from the needle jet. Now the needle jet governs the fuel through that mid-range, which is the problem area with this bike. And I believe it's a stock Yamaha needle jet, which would probably be for the DT230 or its equivalent, or maybe even a YZ250. You can look it up. It's well known. It's a well-known problem with this bike. You can buy the needle jet and swap it over, and they say that makes a big difference too, of course. Look, if you've got extra money, do what I said before. Just put a smart carb on it, pay the money, and yeah. And you won't have any issues. So far, yeah, pretty good. Look, for the amount of money you're paying for this bike, it seems to be pretty okay. The suspension's fine. Even the tyres on this one seem to be better quality than the one I had last time. The headlight's fantastic. Not that I'll be riding it at night, but if you ever get stuck, well, you can see where you're going. Ergonomics are really good. It feels comfortable, feels quite narrow and light. And yeah, like I said, the suspension is still a little bit firm, needs bedding in, and probably some adjustments too, which I haven't had the time or the use to do it with actually, because where I was living before and testing the bike, it was quite flat. Now I'm in Koh Samui, Thailand, and it's quite mountainous and rough, and inland here is quite challenging terrain, so it will certainly test the bike out. As you can see from the video footage, we pulled up those steep hills in 4th gear, no problem whatsoever. 5th gear was okay until we got right to the top, and I sort of backed off a little bit on that last sort of ski jump there, and that's when it sort of fell off the power band and it was starting to die. But yeah, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts. What do you think a 250 equivalent that you've owned before, would it be able to do something like that? Would it be able to pull top gear all the way up through there? I think yes, but it's been a long time since I've ridden a 250 scrambler, so I can't be sure. And of course it's not a YZ250, but the jetting specs, I might add, are what a YZ250 runs apparently, which is that 170 main jet I spoke about before. Anyway, that's it for today. We will get out again on the bike and do a much more thorough test on it. As I said, I'm on Koh Samui now, and the terrain here is really fantastic for testing bikes out. Lots of mountains, lots of ruts, lots of jumps and bumps, a bit of everything really here. So that'll be fun. I'll enjoy doing that anyway, as you do when you've got a dirt bike and you're in good country. So stay tuned to the channel, guys, and yeah, well, that's it for today's video. Hope you got something out of it, and if you did, give me a big like, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Mike from Moto.